and welcome back to the Realtor Road to Success YouTube channel. And this is episode 2. So we are going to discuss, do I need my license to practice real estate? And though that may seem like a dumb question, there is so many variables to real estate and all do not require a real estate license. So let's get into it. So for any of you who are not licensed realtors, right? Real estate is acquiring and selling structures, livable structures, whether that is a single family home, a townhome, a condo, a commercial building, land itself with no structure, a trailer. So the transaction of purchasing and selling said items. Now, you can purchase real estate without a realtor, right? You don't have to be a realtor and you don't have to have one represent you. It benefits you to have one, and that's another lesson we'll get to later on. It benefits you to have one, but you do not have to have one. So, if you're thinking about it, you are in essence practicing a real estate transaction in that standpoint, right? So to purchase real estate, you do not have to have that license. To lease real estate, you do not have to have that license if you're the owner. So if you own a property and you are you're wanting to lease it out, you can have a real estate agent come in and act on your behalf, represent you, and screen and approve a tenant to move in the property, execute all paperwork, exchange keys, things of that nature. You can have a realtor act on your behalf to do all of that. You don't have to have an agent to do any of it either. You can do all of that yourself. You can screen the tenant. You can have a tenant apply on an application that is not a real estate TREC legalized document. You can use your own lease, and you can exchange keys with that client on your own. You do not have to have an agent. That client can have an agent or not. They may or may not have a realtor. So again, we're talking about a full transaction, leasing of a property in which an agent does not have to be involved. Alrighty. Property management, though many who work in property management also do have a real estate license, you do not have to be a realtor to act in that role of property management. So you may have a property management company who acts in the role of agent, where that property management company screens the client, approves the client, exchange keys of the property. You don't necessarily have to have a realtor if you have a property manager acting in that role. There's for sale by owner. You have some owners who sell their properties without an agent. In my opinion, they are leaving money on the table. It just makes the process more of a hassle, especially when you're dealing with a buyer who is not knowledgeable and experienced in the purchase process, and then you have someone who's for sale by owner, so they're not familiar with the specifics of a real estate transaction, what forms are necessary, the significance of the legalities of this. So to me, it behooves you, especially if you are selling a home, to involve a realtor. But you do not have to. You have individuals who actually sell their properties without an agent's representation. Short-term rentals. You have so many people right now who are doing, Airbnb. It's a very hot market for it. You do not have to have a realtor to, manage or lease out your Airbnb. The owners simply list them on a website and everything is booked virtually. So there's so many aspects of real estate in which you can practice and not have a license, but the only way that you can be guaranteed a commission in the role of leasing or selling any parcel of property is by holding a real estate license. Okay? You cannot pay a real estate commission to someone who is not a realtor. So that's really the gist of it. If you want to lease your home, or if you want to sell your home without an agent's representation, that's fine. But you cannot market and act in the role of a realtor and sell someone else's property or lease someone else's property and represent yourself as a realtor. You cannot do that if you don't hold a license. So for anyone who needs clarification of what a realtor can do and how you can practice real estate without having a real estate license. There are so many investors. There are a ton of investors, and many investors don't have a real estate license. They work with a realtor when they have to. Okay, so you have investors all day who buy, lease properties, and they do this without a realtor, or even they can have a wholesaler who helps facilitate, and a wholesaler does not have to be a realtor, licensed realtor either. So you can facilitate these type of transactions. Wholesalers typically will negotiate deals and sell properties off market. Off market meaning not on the MLS, because the MLS is the real estate market, which means only a licensed realtor can list a property on the MLS. Okay, so wholesalers are working with properties that are not on market, and they facilitate deals. As a wholesaler, you'll typically never hear them say that they are a realtor. They should never say that they are a realtor if they don't have that real estate license. You do have realtors who wholesale, so don't get that confused. Okay, but wholesalers, they facilitate deals. They'll have a property that they know is for sale, and they may have an investor who's looking for a property in this particular area, and they bring these two together and they negotiate a fee. They negotiate what you call a finder's fee. Okay, do understand, wholesalers, their commission is not ever 100% guaranteed. There's no like with the listing agreement with the realtor, you know and discuss upfront what you are charging to sell this home, and once that sale is finalized, your name is on a HUD. Your money is stated on that HUD, which is the legalized real estate documents, the payout. So a wholesaler, their information cannot go on the HUD because they are not a real estate agent. So this is just where the tricky parts of practicing real estate and not necessarily having the guarantee because you don't have the license. This is where that can come in and get a little tricky. Okay, so if you are acting in the wholesale role, which I often get inquiries about individuals who are wanting to get in real estate, but they're really wanting to get into the wholesale aspect of it, not what I do as far as selling and leasing of residential properties. And you can wholesale without a real estate license. Just understand that it's harder to do. Because you really have to make sure that you are holding the deal together and that you are keeping things in place so that your money is solid, so that your fee is guaranteed. Because again, as long as you're not on that HUD, it's truly not 100% guaranteed, right? So you can practice facets of real estate without the license, but in any of these things that we've discussed today, in investing, in wholesaling, and doing short-term rentals, and doing any of those, having the real estate license will only help you. Property management as well. Having the real estate license will only help you. It gives you an edge above just because it allows you to act in all roles, all those roles that I've discussed. Having that license allows you to act in all of those roles and guarantee your money. So that's it for this week of is a real estate license required for the commission or a commission purchasing and selling a home, yes, the license is required. But yes, you can practice real estate without a real estate license. If you want to invest, hey, have at it. If you want to wholesale, have at it. If you want to Airbnb, do it. Don't let the license stop you. But if you want to be able to do it to the max, to do it to the best capacity, to be able to, maximize your earning and potential, then do these things, and do consider furthering, your education by going and getting your real estate license from there. So that's my lesson for this week. That's our discussion for this week. Guys, please like and follow. Let your friends know about this YouTube channel, The Realtor Road to Success. This is a channel that is here for new and aspiring real estate agents. I will be giving you all just kind of information, experiences that I've had, and just pitfalls and things to avoid in this career, because we want to ensure that you are hitting that level of success that you want. We want top producing agents. So that's my goal of this channel, is just giving you all the nuggets so that you can then become one. So that's it. We'll see y'all next time.